right, everybody, welcome back to Eyewitness News. Oscar nominations came out this morning, and I could look at these and give you my own commentary, but let's go to the guy who actually is a real film critic and has a say in this matter. His name is Sean Chandler from Sean Chandler Talks About. Sean, the Oscar nominations are out, and every time I see when they come out with Best Picture, I'm always like, I don't care about like 70% of these movies. But
yeah, I mean, you remember back when we were growing up in the 90s, it was very common for Best Picture nominees and winners to both be critical and audience hits.
Totally.
Like Braveheart, massive film. So many guys our age, it's one of our favorite movies of all time, won Best Picture.
Yep.
And then you look at like 94 and the movies that didn't win but were nominated, also beloved films. And it feels like there's a shift away from that to kind of more obscure films getting nominated. And there's some positives to that, but I think overall, I think it would be wise for the Academy to shift a little bit to have better balance where it's more relatable to normal people.
You want people
the best
to watch
movies
the
actually are the best movies.
Yeah, let's run them down for you. All right, so here are the Best Picture nominations for you. You have Anora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. I want to know from you who should win, and then you tell me who will win.
So, who should win? I'm going to go Dune Part 2. Just such a tremendous film. Technically perfect and extraordinarily difficult to pull off, and everything in the movie is fantastic. So that's the one that should win. What will win? That's actually really difficult because there's been a bunch of controversy surrounding some of these movies where they used AI to kind of work on The Brutalist. So I don't have a good guess, but it feels like Emilia Perez is kind of doing this sweep out of nowhere that doesn't seem like anyone likes it, but all these people keep voting for it in these awards groups. So that's kind of my guess. I absolutely do not think it should win, though.
Emilia Perez, it's on Netflix. I tried watching it. It's a weird musical.
Very weird musical.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I would put Wicked in for that. I like Wicked to win. Let me run through one more.
I'd be fine with that.
Director. Let's go Best Director. Okay. So we have Jacques, or is it Jacques Adard? That's for Emilia Perez. Sean Baker, Anora. Edward Berger for Conclave. Brady Corbett, Brutalist. Coraline Fargate, Substance. And James Mangold for A Complete Unknown. James Mangold ruined Indiana Jones, I felt like, that last one. And now he's up for an Oscar, so there's that. I don't know. I heard about the AI controversy with The Brutalist. Who do you think should win and who will win?
Well, who should win? Denis Villeneuve, who wasn't nominated for Dune Part 2. Who will win? I think The Brutalist might we'll see how that, if it pans out. I think that one might have been a front runner. Who should in this category? I'd go The Substance, because that one was it's such an interesting film with that pops, it cuts through because of the choices that were made with all the different ingredients. Who will? In that category at the moment, maybe Emilia Perez. It's almost my default answer because it feels like it came out of nowhere. It got 13 nominations, and so there's so much love for it that I can't resonate. I don't understand exactly where it's coming from, but
All right. Well, all right, we're out of time, but here's what we're going to do, because you brought up the Substance, potentially that. In The Substance, there's also Best Actress nominations. We're going to bring it back over on Fox 58 and talk about our best actors and supporting actors, and we'll run those down for everybody. Sean Chandler from Sean Chandler Talks About. Man, we really appreciate you coming on this morning and talk about the Oscars.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
8:51 the time, and the Oscar nominations dropped this morning. And that means we need to talk about those nominations. Joining us this morning is Sean Chandler from Sean Chandler Talks About. Movie reviewer, film critic, YouTuber. You're the guy that knows it all. Now, earlier, we actually spoke about the Best Picture and the Best Director. I want to take us into Best Actor nominations. We're going to run them down for you. I want to find out from you who should win and then who will win. All right, here's what we have for you right now. Adrian Brody, he's the Brutalist. Timothy Chalamet, Complete Unknown, playing Bob Dylan. Coleman Domingo, Sing Sing. Then we have Ralph Fiennes, Conclave, and then Sebastian Stan, The Apprentice, playing Donald Trump. All right, so who should win, but who will win?
So I would have said Adrian Brody was likely to win, but then there was the controversy about them using AI to enhance the accent. So I think he might be knocked out for that reason. I'll go I guess my prediction, I'll go Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing. He was really good in that movie for both. Who is my guess at this moment, and who should win.
I like that. And this weekend, they actually added more theaters for that movie as well as The Brutalist. But it's going to be brutal because
good old-fashioned, feel-good, like heartfelt movie about interesting subject matter.
Yeah. All right. I like that. All right. Let's go. Best Actress. This one I thought for sure would probably take the cake. But Cynthia Erivo, Wicked, Carla Sofia Gascon and Emilia Perez. We have Mickey Madsen and Nora, Demi Moore, The Substance, and Fernanda Torres. I'm Still Here. Thoughts on this one?
So, who would I like to win? I want Demi Moore to win. Both its horror representation, just an interesting performance that actually cuts through and you really remember it. And it's weird to think about Demi Moore as an underdog since she's won the genetic lottery on so many different levels. But also, that doesn't mean she shouldn't win for get prestige as well. Who will win? That's a little bit more difficult. Emilia Perez, that one's been it got 13 nominations, so it could go in that direction.
Once again, I don't understand why. That movie's not good for me. Total. I'm with you. I like Demi Moore. I would put her for this one. In the movie, it's a pretty good film. All right, now let's go Best Animated Movie. This one's an international film, Flow. You've got Inside Out 2, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. I love this movie. Memoir of a Snail, and The Wild Robot. Of those, who should win, who will win?
First off, I just love the amount of diversity in this group where you have big, gigantic hits, you have foreign films, you have stop motion. There's a little bit of everything in there, and they actually feel like they deserve to be there. So this is a really good category in my mind. Who do I want to win? I want The Wild Robot to win. I also wanted Wild Robot just nominated for Best Picture of the Year in general. But I think it also has a good chance to win in general. But I think there's a lot of really good movies in there. It could go kind of any different direction. I'm not surprised if a Flow, Inside Out 2, something else takes it, but I think Wild Robot could take it.
I'm actually with you on this one. I just saw this the other day, and I cried. And it got me.
Yeah, and that's the conversation between all parents. Have you seen Wild Robot yet? And how much did you cry watching the movie? That to me is a great movie because it draws out our emotions. It touches the human experience. That's what Wild Robot does. With cute animals and robots, that's a Best Picture nominee for me.
We even have a whiteboard outside here that has what movie makes you cry the most, and Wild Robot won. Sean Chandler, we are out of time. Thank you so much. Everybody check out Sean Chandler from Sean Chandler Talks About on YouTube, and you can get his full update on the Oscars there.